Good morning, JKE Cubs. Do you know what this month is? That's right, it's Black History Month. And during the month of February, we will be highlighting all HBCUs during our weekly JKE AVID College tours. But before we get started, I want to introduce you to one of my most favorite people in history, Mr. Frederick Douglass. I got this book from the JKE library, and it shows Mr. Douglass as a young man. While reading, I like to make a personal connection with people, events, or places in a book. That's called a text-to-self connection. A text-to-self connection is a fantastic strategy to use to keep you engaged and to have a better understanding of what you read. And since I'm reading about Mr. Frederick Douglass, let me see. Did you know that I was a former slave that became an activist and writer and was so influential in my speaking and topics that I became the advisor to presidents? I also taught myself to read and write. So young scholars, you can do anything that you set your mind to. Our AVID College Tour of the Week is Tennessee State University. All right, scholars, we have arrived at Tennessee State University, otherwise known as TSU. Tennessee State University is a historically black land-grant university located in Nashville, Tennessee, and it opened its doors in 1912. TSU is the only state-funded historically black university in the state of Tennessee, and its motto is Think, Work, and Serve. Standing right behind me is the TSU football team, and they used to play their football games at Hale Stadium, which is a 10,000-seat outdoor stadium located on the campus of Tennessee State University in Nashville, Tennessee. Built in 1953 and nicknamed The Hole, the stadium hosted TSU Tiger football games until 1999. That's when home games were moved to what is now LP Field, home of the Tennessee Titans and the Tennessee State University football team. The Tennessee State University marching band, known as the Aristocrat of Bands. Originally titled as the Marching 100, the name Aristocrat of Bands was given by a sportscaster at a National Football League game. In 1955, the band was the first historically black college or university band to appear on national television. In 1961, they performed at the inauguration of President John F. Kennedy, making them the first historically black college or university to perform at a presidential inauguration. In fact, I hear the Tennessee State Band practicing right now. I think they're down in the hole. Let's go over and see what's going on. Actually located right now inside of a classroom at Tennessee State University, and I'm listening to a lecture by Southern Word, an area organization committed to increasing literacy through poetry and spoken word. And right now, this lecture is about the fundamentals of poetic performance. Students participating in spoken word programs report improvement in their reading and writing skills, and increased self-confidence and a new sense of community among their peers and teachers. Let me get to the front so I can really pay attention. Tennessee State University is designated as a high research institution by the Carnegie Classification of Institutions of Higher Education. Tennessee State strives for excellence in programming, offerings, and community engagement. The Nashville home offers 2 locations: the 500-acre main campus, which is nestled in a beautiful residential neighborhood along the Cumberland River, and the downtown Avon Williams campus sits near the center of Nashville's business and government district. Today, TSU has become known for its strong business and engineering programs. Some Tennessee State notable alumni include Ed Too Tall Jones, former NFL player; Wilma Rudolph, an American sprinter who became a world record-holding Olympic champion and international sports icon; Moses Gunn, an American actor of stage and screen; and Oprah Winfrey, an American talk show host, television producer, actress, author, and philanthropist.
I hope you enjoyed your AVID tour. We are Keels Cubs Strong.